These last 7 years have been a roller coaster.
We've been through a lot, the losses, the expectations. To get to this point with JT.
To be able to say we did it, we came together and we won a championship.
And that was the most important thing.
Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, doing it together, doing it as one, it makes it so much sweeter.
How many years was it relentless? Break them up, they can't play together. That is laid to rest.
They have become a dynamic duo and ready to be a championship duo. It's over. Banner number 18 has been secured. The Celtics are NBA champions. We did it!
Fans were super excited after the Boston Celtics dominated the Denver Nuggets with a 130-104 win in the last game of the 2024 NBA Abu Dhabi Games. Everyone started focusing on Jayson Tatum and what he thinks about going after the regular season MVP award. Let's see Jayson Tatum's performance.
Tatum, good ball fake, one more. Tatum, oh, he caught one!
Tatum, ever the diplomat, didn't shy away from acknowledging his aspirations. Despite leading the Celtics to the league's best record last season, he found himself on the outside looking in when it came to MVP discussions. This time around, he's not hiding his desire for the honor.
We did it! I told you! We did it! I told you!
You a champ, Jay. You a champ.
They can't tell you nothing no more. You're a champ. You did it.
Way to lead us.
We did it. We did it.
Let's see what Jayson Tatum said after winning.
Jayson, just what's it feel like to finally be a champion?
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a surreal feeling. We did it. We did it! Oh my God, we did it!
So much emotion. We saw you feeling it all when you came out of the game. Just can you try to describe just what you were feeling?
Man. First of all, God is the greatest. Not because we won, but to put me in positions to maximize my God-given ability to surround me with these guys, my family. This is an incredible feeling. I'm lost for words. I'm sorry.
Everybody should have individual goals. We're all mature enough to know what team success looks like, Tatum said. Whether it's making an all-defensive team, being an all-star, or winning MVP, you should be able to go after that. I'm not chasing MVP if it's costing us games, but if I'm in that conversation, it means we're one of the best teams.
Tatum is top 5 in terms of the way he impacts the game, the way he impacts winning.
We might have to write a list.
And all the ways that he's top
No. Like, who are our top 5s?
Oh, we might actually have to make a list.
Have to
yes,
put a list
but
together.
my immediate reaction is yes for Jayson Tatum. He's been on the All-NBA team. The question was, could he perform in the finals? The question was never, who is he in the regular season? The question was, can he lead his team to an NBA championship? And he's done that. He is a champion. And then when it comes to Jaylen Brown, I know this isn't an exact category, but to me, he is one of the best. I would maybe put Anthony Edwards in the conversation well, but he is right there with Anthony Edwards in terms of two-way guards. Name a better two-way guard than Anthony Edwards and then Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, to me, doesn't get enough credit for the way he plays on both sides of the ball. Those two players are at the top, and Jayson Tatum is top 5 for me.
Last season saw Jayson Tatum put up impressive numbers: 26.9 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 4.9 assists per game. Yet he fell short in MVP voting, overshadowed by standout performances from Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Luka Doncic. While Celtics fans viewed Tatum as the team's best player, he didn't secure the Eastern Conference or Finals MVP awards. Those honors went to teammate Jaylen Brown. But as the new season kicks off, Tatum's scintillating performance against the Nuggets in Abu Dhabi proves he's still among the NBA's elite. The question on many fans' minds: what does Jayson Tatum need to do to earn the same respect as players like Nikola Jokic, especially after winning the NBA Finals? Controversial former player Gilbert Arenas weighed in during an episode of Gil's Arena, suggesting Tatum's lack of recognition stems from the NBA's reluctance to elevate him to face of the league status. If the NBA wanted to make him the face, they would have just given him awards, Arenas argued. Look at some of the voters. When they were on TV, they were bashing Jayson Tatum. This couldn't have been the face of the NBA, because for the face of the NBA, they're already making excuses for you. Agent Zero further posits that becoming the NBA's marquee star isn't solely about skill, but rather the narrative crafted by the media. He referenced the media's campaign to elevate Joel Embiid as an example of how media attention can shape a player's rise, even when other players might be equally deserving. The media's apparent predetermined stance on Jayson Tatum could make it challenging for him to secure accolades like MVP without putting up truly exceptional statistics. As the new season unfolds, a strong start from Tatum might force him back into the conversation. But recent comments from Tatum suggest he's found a mature balance between personal ambition and team success. In an exclusive interview with Boston Celtics on SI before training camp, he shared his perspective on juggling MVP aspirations with the Celtics' quest for Banner 19. Winning takes precedence over everything, Tatum emphasized. Winning a championship is most important, playing the right way. But it's been done. It's possible. You can play the right way, you can dominate the game, you can strive for a championship and be an MVP of the league. So, you don't have to sacrifice one for the other. You can do both. Tatum's commitment to this philosophy was on full display during the Celtics' preseason mini-series sweep of the Nuggets in Abu Dhabi. He showcased a refined shooting form, getting shots off faster after eliminating a hitch in his mechanics. But what remained constant was his dedication to making an all-around impact to propel Boston to victory. In Friday's 107-103 win, Tatum notched 12 points in a first-half-only appearance. He followed that up with 17 points in 23 minutes during Sunday's 130-104 triumph. Importantly, he shot 3 by 7 from beyond the arc in both matchups, demonstrating his improved efficiency. Let's see what Stephen A. Smith said.
I don't think it's possible to hate Jayson Tatum. Model citizen, model dude, great guy, great personality, good people, never gets in any trouble, sensational basketball player, a champion, and somebody that represents the NBA very, very well.
But it's not just about scoring for Tatum. He dished out 4 assists and snagged a steal on Sunday, while Friday's game saw him grab 6 rebounds, tying for the team lead at halftime, and dish out a team-high 5 assists in just 24 minutes of play. After Sunday's victory, Tatum reiterated his balanced approach. Not chasing MVP in spite of us, costing us games or anything like that, but if I'm in that conversation, that means we're one of the best teams. That means I'm playing the right way, and everybody on the team is having success, and we're going in the right path. It's a mature, honest stance from an MVP-caliber talent who prioritizes team success but isn't afraid to acknowledge his individual ambitions. Tatum wants to maximize his potential. Who doesn't? While chasing championships remains his primary objective, he's also driven by the desire to turn childhood dreams into reality as he builds his legacy. Tatum's chance at winning MVP isn't just about how many points he scores. It's also about how he helps his teammates, uses the attention he gets from defenders to create chances, and stays focused on defense. The Celtics are looking to become the first team since the 2017-2018 Warriors to win consecutive NBA titles. Tatum's MVP goals actually boost the team's drive for Banner 19. This season will determine if Tatum can finally grab that MVP trophy while also chasing another championship for Boston. The Boston Celtics played their first game of the season on Friday afternoon, earning a win over the Denver Nuggets. It was just game 1 of the preseason, but Boston picked up a 107-103 victory. Al Horford didn't play any minutes, but outside of that, all of the Celtics' regular starters got some burn.
Pritchard tries again, hits again. Preseason P travels to the Middle East. And he's talking a little smack along the way. JB takes the 3 over Jokic. Gets his own offensive rebound. Tatum tries it. Knocks it down. That's stroke points. He's made 4 threes. Last year in the preseason, he was tied for the league lead with 17 made threes. Malik Beasley, matter of whether he can do it efficiently off the.
By the time the end of the game came around, none of Boston's starters were in the game. Peyton Pritchard led the game in scoring, and J.D. Davison and Drew Peterson helped close the win. However, while guys like Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown didn't get a ton of court time, they were still thrown in front of the media post-game. But Brown wasn't a huge fan of all the questions he got asked. Following their win, Brown was asked about him and Tatum as a duo. The reporter noted that most tandems have a Batman and a Robin, asking Brown what type of duo he and Tatum are, but rather than answering, Brown went a different route.
Two type of duos. What philosophy could you impress from your side? What kind of duo you are? Do you have a number 2 or number 1 option?
I mean, we understand like that's what the media, they emphasize and select that, but the sport is played 5-on-5. We need all of our teammates out there to contribute to help us be who we are. I think we've been able to accomplish a lot, but having great teammates as well has been able to help increase. So the sport is played 5-on-5. I know we like to highlight duos or individuals for their play, but I like to be a part of the team and uplift the team because that helps me be who I am.
Jaylon really nails it. Teamwork is key, and it's great to see him value team contributions, not just one player. Let's see what Jayson Tatum said.
I think the best thing for his career and mine is being on the same team and, relatively same age and position and pushing each other. Just every day in the games and in practice, working out together. I think that's been very beneficial for both of us.
There's been chatter. There's been a contingent of people that have talked about breaking you guys up, trading one of you. Do you talk with JB about that? Is there an open dialogue about that?
We had plenty of talks of like we asked each other yo, do you want to be here? And we both was like, yeah. Like you said, I think we're both still very far from our prime. And I think what people don't understand is like, all right, if you want to break us up, the grass is not always greener. I couldn't imagine why you wouldn't want to have 2 of the best players that are under 25, on your team.
From the moment Tatum and Brown took over as the 2 faces of the Celtics, there have been questions.
Here he has the mismatch against the smaller defender, and Hardaway uses that shimmy shake. Tatum with a night. 7 on the 24 for Tatum. Goes at Doncic, gets inside, layup, shot is good. Somehow he muscled it in.
Jayson Tatum has made all the right reads, attacking to score because he can sense a championship, the strength to finish that.
And Doris for Jayson Tatum, who has been in so many moments like this in his career.
Up until last season, when Boston won the 2024 NBA championship, some wondered if they could win together at the highest level. Both guys play a very similar position, and they constantly fell short in the postseason up until last year. But Brad Stevens and the Celtics never gave up on their star duo. Let's see what Drew Holiday said.
I feel like people kind of took that out of context, and I've been hearing that I prefer JB over JT, and that's not what that was. I like to praise my teammates. I like to praise my teammates when they're playing well, and I feel like that's what I did my best to do. When I got here, JT was the first person to text me. I already know that, and both of them know how I feel about them and how I feel about them as players, but to compare them is something that I would never do because they're 2 completely different players, as well as being on the same team and the things that they've done in this organization and the things that they've done against me as an opponent. I feel like how they play together and how they work together is something that is sacred and something that can't be broken. So just to address the comment yesterday, I do not prefer one or the other. I prefer both. Both of them are.
Last year, Tatum, Brown, and the rest of the Celtics put their individual goals aside in pursuit of a championship, and it all paid off. And that's a testament to the 116-point Brown made after their preseason win over the Nuggets. Let's see Tatum and Brown performance.
Little shake and bake. High floater goes for Jayson Tatum.
Boy, that runner is a tough shot. I think he might be the most underrated player in the league. This guy averaged over 20 points a game in the playoffs last year. He came out in the preseason in more of the same.
14 now for Tobias Harris. Quick answer, yes. Jaylen Brown for two. Tough angle, he missed it.
Well, he knows the double team's coming, so he tries to get it off quick, and he takes a tough shot.
+1 for Tatum.
Couple of years, Ian, that he finishes this play. He goes up through the contact. Very strong finish every.
Historically speaking, duos and trios are spoken about as the most important part of championships and dynasties. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh.